Excuse me. Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. That's Stephen Howson. No, this isn't the brew. This is a impromptu live.
Might be the brew though.
Might be the brew. If we do what we usually do and just end up going off on a tangent, which is more than likely. If we do manage to stay on topic though, which is what we're aiming to do, sort of, we're going to be talking about Manchester United through to the FA Cup semi-final, Stephen. Beating Fulham at home, 3-1.
What date's the game?
Wednesday. I've got it in my diary. It's 22nd of April. Right. But also,
book me ticket
on the 22nd. Well, don't, because on the 22nd of April is also we're playing. Right. This is how bad it is. We're playing Brighton at 3:00, and then Chelsea at 5:30. The same day.
We can do that. We're not at home though. No. Are they both in London?
No.
Oh,
Chelsea's
one's at home.
So I think that's a bit of a stitch up, right, mate?
I mean, the train takes 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we can do it,
really,
unless he plays the Rezzies for the Chelsea game.
What date?
I've got it as the 22nd of April, but I might be wrong. Let me have a look.
They'll cancel a Prem game, won't they?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's just try and get this.
FA Cup semi-final dates. It's the 23rd, I think. Oh, it's the 23rd.
Is that the Sunday?
Well, hang on a minute. I'm just going on to the official. Right, so it says the 22nd on the FA website.
April.
Yeah. Semi-final. So, or are they different days? Is one? Have we definitely got the 23rd?
I think we play Europe on the Thursday.
We're in Europe on the Thursday, so we have the 23rd because we're in the better European competition.
Obviously.
Yeah. So you might want to wait and just get that checked before you start booking. Well, we're having it then. I take it. Because there's a part of me before was going, don't know. And then I'm thinking, well, you might, you do know you're going.
Well,
like, what are you trying to act like you're not going for when you know you are? Do you know what I mean? I was like, this is
what the hell is going on here? So, like, half of the tickets, 3 hours, 7 minutes, one change. Why is there a thingy? So, amendments, major disruptions.
Hello. I love this. People are just confused here. What's going on? Is this live? Yes, it is. It's live. We're talking about Manchester United beating Fulham.
Well, we're not. We're talking about public transport options down to Wembley because United are going back again.
Can you believe it? Can you believe we're already at the stage of got to go Wembley again?
Yeah.
Like.
Well, the thing is, if you do well this time,
yeah,
and then you do well the next time, you want to look another Wembley as well. So that's 4 times in like 4 months.
Oh, it will do, If we get past Brighton, we'll do. I'm going
early.
1,000,000%. I'm going early.
1,000,000%.
Right, I'm serious.
And how mental is that going to be? Manchester City in an FA Cup final. Pep's going to do some utter fucking bananas. Yeah. Here's a 1-1, 1-1-1-1 formation.
Rodri's in goal. And you know what I love? You'll have all the City fans bending over backwards before kick-off to say how he's got it right. No, I understand what he's trying to do. And then when we win, they'll go, why did Pep do that?
It was just Rodri's fault that he didn't do what Pep asked him to do.
Yeah. Someone in the chat's asking, Abhinav Verma, have you guys seen the Darren Bent meltdown? I think Darren Bent works for a radio station which is about as reputable as...
Well, let me tell you a good story. As the formerly great local newspaper, now disreputable online blog.
Thank you.
You're absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Smeared in shit on a toilet wall is about as reputable as either of those two outlets.
I agree. In fact, it's probably more reputable because someone's put a bit of effort into that.
There's creativity in
there. There's creativity.
Yeah.
Someone's bothered to do that.
It's original.
They might be telling you something.
Unlike.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I flung Talk Sport on the way home from the ground. And I thought, let's just see what's being said here, right?
Go on.
And you could see them teeing it up already. Durham's going, oh, well, if I'm a Fulham fan, I'm going, what was different from what Bruno Fernandes did to what Mitrovic did? And you're like, a lot, you dick. For starters.
Yeah.
And he was going, Fulham came to Old Trafford and they dominated.
Right.
No.
Because
I mean, United were poor, but it was a very, very even game.
Because, they dominated that much that when all them players started getting sent off, it was 1-0 and we had a penalty.
And the reason all those players got sent off is because, Sancho was about to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah. Like let's have it right. For starters, United weren't great. Everyone's agreeing on that. Me and you were talking a minute ago.
United not being great doesn't equal Fulham were dominating the game.
No, it doesn't. Because United still had
an even game.
As many chances as they did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think Sancho had a chance. Marcus had one where he just left it. He looks a little bit leggy today, Marcus, to be fair. I think they all did. So it wasn't one of those where you're going, oh my God, Fulham have just come to Old Trafford. It wasn't like Bilbao in the Europa. Do you remember that a few years ago where he just absolutely took us apart? You're like, oh my, what's going on here? It was pretty even. It was just, we didn't expect it to be even. because we thought, well, we'll beat Fulham. I know you actually did call it a bit like this, to be fair. Well, I didn't expect it to be like this.
So I thought the major issue in terms of the way that the game played out,
Yeah.
I think having Maguire and McTominay in the same chain when trying to play out with Wan-Bissaka on that side, if we can be honest about these players' capabilities for a moment, you're not calling either of them three elite on the ball.
No.
And those three potentially being a little free passes that you could make isn't going to facilitate playing out through the thirds very well. So when you've got those three, you're going to expect a little bit a dysfunction sometimes in when you're playing out. They have limitations on them.
Yeah.
When we whipped McTominay off and it went to Bruno and Sabitzer, which is it's a dicey midfield too. We almost went 4-4-2 with it, didn't we, when we made that change? But we did move the ball a bit better.
Did you get flashbacks tonight? The golden era?
Not quite, but it was a positive change, wasn't it? Anthony came on and
got
looked
it right,
like he was
didn't
getting
it? Because
forward,
the obvious one, I think, is maybe you go, Sancho's not really having it. We bring out
make a like for like.
But he didn't, and he made a change that made sense in the cold light day. But at the time, you think, oh, okay, well, what's he going to do here? Well, he's very good at that.
We've seen Bruno just being dropped. We've seen everyone moved. I'm surprised De Gea's not had a secondary position at some point this season.
You're not wrong.
But we've seen Bruno moved into the 8 the other week. When Casemiro was sent off, we didn't get to quite see it for a full game, but there was positive signs in there, I thought. So he's bought a little bit of trust. Yeah. So then he got moved back. I mean, if you'd have said, like last season, there's going to be some games where we play Sabitzer, who's basically a winger, with Bruno, and that'll be a 2, and then it'll be like 4-2-4, and it'll look sound.
Yeah.
You'd have gone, huh?
Really? I mean, trust
who are we playing?
Come on.
Who are we playing?
Oldse.
No,
let's not do that. Right, Adrian Durham. I didn't even realise he was still. I've not listened to TalkSport for that long. He was still a thing. He's talking rubbish though, because for me, right, I want to talk to you about this. I want to get your take on it, especially someone who's, who manages and coaches and knows what all that sort of stuff.
And loses his melon.
And loses his melon occasionally as well. I'm not saying anything.
Including the last 24 hours.
Including the last 24 hours. And you might want to check out Stretford Paddock FC. You'll see the edited legal version. That's like it's like the Pravda version, which makes it look like
Hey, if you want to fucking show what really happened, bring your own fucking cameras.
Yeah, like the Fox News version of the January 6th insurrection. It's like, look, they're just having a tour. It's not doing anything wrong, and everyone's like, what? Yeah, it'll be like that. We'll go and check it out. Stretford Paddock FC's link in the description. Right. For me, the incident happens. It's a handball, right, and a red card.
My gut instinct.
Go on.
Was it hit William's belly?
Right, okay.
I was texting people going, handball or no?
Did William con you though, with his action afterwards? Because he did a Ryan Taylor. Do you remember Ryan Taylor? Was it Ryan Taylor for Newcastle? Stephen Taylor. Sorry.
Oh, where he jumps on the floor.
Oh, my chest.
That's brilliant. I love that.
That's mint. That's one of the best things that's ever happened at Newcastle. But no, it was like he's trying to get away with it. I think he's protesting too much.
What did he do? I didn't see him.
William.
Yeah.
He was going like that. I'm thinking.
I thought it hit. Did it hit low on his arm?
Yeah, kind of. But
so I literally thought it is Derby.
It's not that natural. I'm stopping this. Do you know
was
what
it
I mean?
going in?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Maybe it's the post. Maybe.
Because I'm in a Stretford end, so it's right below me.
Yeah.
Right? And from my angle, it looked like it might have been going to the post anyway.
It's one of them. To be honest, right, he's not the brightest spark because he probably can just actually hit it with his belly. If he
That's what I thought he did.
Yeah, if he twists himself and puts his arm behind him, he'll probably still stop it.
The protest from the crowd wasn't that much.
Right.
It was the players.
Yeah.
The players went bananas for it.
And they did that thing that I love that all players have started doing. Like Marcus did it against Palace, and Sancho did it today. He's like, to the ref, I promise you, ref. I promise you, I swear down, it's handball. Like, the ref's going to go, okay, no need for VAR. Sancho just...
He swear down.
He swear down, right? Like, he swore in his mum's life as well, so that's done.
But then Fulham players made no movement and just stood there, and you're like,
Yeah, that's the telling sign in it, because if it's not, you're outraged.
But, my old man's going bananas about it, and I'm like, look, they're clearly going to check it, because we're not going to take this corner until they have checked it. So they're going to check it, right? And when they check it, it'll either be handball or not handball.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Well, this is what I said on the watch along, right? Because I'm blind, and I would have been, what happened? Who was that? Was that William? Was that an handball? Because I never see anything, right? The Casemiro red card of the week, the other one that happened, I didn't know any of it. I'm not arguing, I'm not shouting, I'm like, well, you tell me what happened. So I'd have been asking that, but because I was here, got the replays, handball, red card, right? The referee's got to run it. Now, here's what I'm getting at. You're Marco Silva. If you don't know, if you're not sure, you know that VAR is going to know. So you've got a good chance that when he goes over there, worst case scenario, red card, penalty to Manchester United. Now, is there not a part of you as a manager who's thinking, right, something's happened here and I've got to deal with it. Right, what we're going to do? If this is a red card for William, what's the tactic? Before he's even looked at it, Marco Silva's over to him, screaming at him.
I didn't, because obviously it's quite a distance away from the top deck of the Stretford end.
Yeah.
I saw a kerfuffle. I had no idea what had gone on. I didn't even know he'd been red carded.
Yeah.
Until everything else.
Fair, I was watching it on the telly and I didn't because it was so confusing.
I don't know what he did. I still haven't quite seen what he did.
I'll explain.
I heard he lost his head.
Yeah. He's gone over to the referee before the almost at the same time.
Was he not getting his Nando's order?
No. Like, don't forget, I want the
garlic bread.
Yeah, I'll have the peri chips. He's gone over almost at the same time and started ranting at him. Now the referee, he said something. He said to the referee about, I think it was a Mitrovic penalty claim, but he said, I wasn't saying anything out of line. The referee immediately has red carded him. Right. When he said something to the referee that's made the referee go, I'm not fucking listening to that shit. So that set the standard then, that set the tone. But my point is, if you're Marco Silva, surely you've got to be thinking, right, red card's coming up, potentially, and a penalty, what we're going to do, tactically, what change we're going to make, do we need to bring someone off, you know what I mean? Like, what's the instead he's just gone, bleh, which is added to the drama, because then all the coaches have come out, he's been fucked off down the tunnel. The referee, I forget his name, comes on.
It's Kavanagh, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's from Ashton.
Is it? Obviously. He knows where his bread's buttered.
You know Willie?
Yeah, your mate.
Did you hear last week when he came in? It was Joe.
No, and I've never met him.
Haven't you?
No,
well, he
came
down
here. A lot of things about him.
He went to the match with me last week. But basically, he lives on Illy Street.
At least not been sat outside his house, telling him that he better help us out.
Not this week.
Because I've heard about stories about Elliot. Let's put it this way, I won't mess with him. So he's come on the pitch, and to be fair to him, he's got that red card out that quick. I missed it for William. It's like he's gone penalty, red card, so you can fuck. Right? William's not. He's took it because he knows what he's done. Because he can feel he can obviously feel his own hand, and he knows he's hit him. Then he's gone as he's walking as he's walking towards the penalty spot. He's barely took 2 steps. Mitrovic has come over to him.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so that's a red card. But my point I'm getting to you is Marco Silva not set the tone here with this? Because obviously Willian's going to go. I think if Silva keeps his cool a bit and maybe even says, right, here's what we're going to do. Mitrovic doesn't lose
there's
the
a
plot
moment
like he
there
has.
where you can call your players in and have a quick word with them.
Yeah.
And then you can sort of do the refocusing. I like Mitrovic. I thought he was an handful today.
No, he was.
And De Gea pulled us out the shit a couple of times with some big saves off him as well.
Did. Well, you couldn't be more right.
I like how fucking nutty he is, though. He's proper squirrel shit, isn't he? Like,
Mitrovic?
Yeah. And I like that edge to him. I like how bad are we at corners? Put him in the team, no longer that bad at corners, because he'll just find a way to get on them.
Yeah.
Manager's lost his melon. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yes.
Well, let's be honest. It
No,
happens. It happens.
I'm probably asking the wrong guy here because I want a narrative that I'm not going to get.
But yeah, he's got to do better, right? Because at that moment, Bruno's not scored the penalty.
No.
The facts are it's 1-0 Fulham.
Yeah.
You're about to go down to 10 men.
Yeah.
You not being there is not going to help.
No.
And I don't think he would ever have envisaged him losing his melon means Mitrovic loses his melon.
I do think it's connected a little bit, though, because I think it sort of set the tone for everyone. It's like, this is an outrage. And also, you've just seen your manager get a red card. So now you're like, and then he's come on and give a penalty and another red card. And if you're someone like Mitrovic, who's already, like you say, he's a nutter, you'd love him if he's your nutter, then it's like, this is a conspiracy, I'm not having any of it.
Well, that's it. What's the responsibility of Marco Silva here? Because if he's... Because there's TV monitors in the dugouts, isn't there? I don't know if there's one in the away dugout or not.
I mean, that's high-level shithousery from United if there isn't. I like that.
But if he sees the ref going over to it and then gives it, Marco Silva's got to go, well, it was obviously a fucking handball.
Yeah. And also...
If he's booting off, though, then you can sway Mitrovic into thinking there is an injustice here, potentially.
Yeah.
But none of the Reds were harsh.
No, the Reds. They've got, blocking a shot with your hand, it's a red. Yeah, I was amazed the lad at Sheffield United versus Blackburn didn't get one. I thought he was quite lucky.
Not when Casemiro went, you go.
Yeah, it's a red. Mitrovic, you can't do what he did and not get a red. You can't grab a ref and like go like that with him because he wasn't the same as Bruno. So it was nothing like it.
No, that TalkSport have been saying that.
It's nonsense. Well, that's there you go then. That's like Peter Walton saying.
They was just like, oh, Monday's topic. Which Monday? The next 6 Mondays?
Yeah,
sound.
Is Bruno Fernandes getting away with everything? Now United actually
Because he did score the penalty, Jay.
In league with the devil. Sorry. So this is what Marco Silva said.
They interviewed him afterwards.
Yeah,
Mate,
he'd calmed down by that time. He said, up until the red card, we were clearly the best team on the pitch, right? I'll give your best team, maybe, clearly not. We have been really unlucky with Chris Kavanagh this season. He's right, he's doomed there. He's going to get a massive fine for that. You can't say that. No chance. Whether you think he will get one, you can't go on the telly and go, we've had no luck with that referee. That's not going to be okay, right? They're not going to have that.
I'll delete a tweet.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right. In fact, you can be the guinea pig. You can tell us what's going to happen to Chris Kavanagh. Not to Chris Kavanagh, to Marco Silva. Marco Silva on his red, if you ask me, I did something I'm happy about. Of course not. But if you ask me, it should be a red card. I have big doubts. I would like to know what the referee will write about what I told him. It's a shame the ref wasn't shown VAR for the first half moments. It's difficult to be Fulham at Old Trafford. The VAR feels the pressure too. For us, it's difficult to understand why they didn't do the same. So he's having a conversation there with him. I don't even know. He's not really gone into it, but that he doesn't need to be having. Like, you no good is coming from you going over to referees. Going over
I don't
to
remember
VAR.
a single incident in the first half that they're claiming for, though.
Yeah. Like, what's he saying? What's the row? I think his argument is that Mitrovic, there was one when he went down.
Oh my God!
But that was never a penalty.
No, if they VAR that, he's getting booked for diving.
Yeah, and also you can tell it's not a penalty because, like you said with the Fulham players, none of the players near him, his own teammates, argue with the ref. They all look at it and go, "What are you doing? Like, get up." So that's not a penalty, right? He's reaching. Michael Silva's lost it.
If that's what he thinks they should have looked at, yeah, he's fucked.
I can't see anything else. Just like there was no other incidents where you go, maybe that's a penalty. I know there's loads of super chats. I'll get to him quickly before we wrap up. But yeah. I just felt today, Marco Silva is the one where I think, as a manager, you got to be better. You may disagree, and there may be reasons behind your disagreement rather than what's going on.
I'll just say what happened yesterday.
Go on. So give us context for this.
So we lost 1-0 yesterday, right?
Stretford Paddock FC.
We had our centre half in net for 70 minutes. The reason we had our centre half in net for 70 minutes is we had our goalkeeper. Basically, his calf just blew up on him. He's old.
Yeah.
He's an old goalkeeper, and he's been struggling with injuries all year. And he goes to kick a ball, and as he's kicked the ball, he's literally pulled a calf. He's on the floor for about 5 or 6, 7, 8 seconds. Like it's a minute. You've seen it, haven't you? Not a minute, but it's a moment that he's on the ground. Opposition get the ball, they make a pass, and then the guy takes a few touches and then passes it into the open net. Well, he's down. Now everybody knows the head injury rule, right? I wasn't 100% sure. I think you got to stop play for that. But at the time with the ref, you're like, I can't make the case that I know 100% certain that you actually do. And the referee was like, I don't have to stop the game for that. Well, law of the game, law 71, there's 4 reasons for a referee to stop play for an injury.
Yeah.
It doesn't even mention head injury, it says serious injury. So I think they're classifying head injuries as serious injuries, but it says serious injury. But the first one on there says an injury to a goalkeeper.
Right. So goalkeeper's injured, game stops.
You're supposed to stop the game?
Yeah.
And he didn't stop the game.
I'd have thought that was a rule.
We've not taken it well.
When you say we, do you mean everyone?
The royal we.
The royal we.
The royal we hasn't taken it well, and then it felt like the game descended into a little bit of madness afterwards, and then full time happened.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Not at the
moment.
purposes
of the tape. I'm
going
to stop the recording shortly.
Let's see what comes in the post.
I appreciate you not going no comment. There's going to be a second instalment of this. Mate, it's Ace, it's serious, all right? Soap opera. I'm going to blast through these super chats. Abhinav Verma, have you guys seen the Darren Ben meltdown? No, we don't watch or listen to Talk Sport. I'm sorry, I got it right the first time. Fergal McClellan says, although he slows everything in play, Maguire does well in the build-up to the pen incident, winning a couple of good headers when we were under pressure. Agree, disagree? Maguire, all right?
Yeah, he's obviously not totally inept in every single aspect of his game.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous to suggest, right?
Yeah.
But where Manchester United are at the moment, he takes away more.
I wanted to ask you, sorry, mate, I'm dragging this on. Was the crowd on him today?
No.
Could you sense anything? Because someone said in the chat, and I have you can sense it when he plays sometimes, like the size.
A little bit of a groan.
Yeah, the groans.
No, not really.
Right.
Really
I'm glad to hear that because I don't like it. Matthias Anderson has been a member of the academy for 27 months. How much of an overreaction was that from Fulham? 3 red cards. Mitrovic is lucky if he plays any more this season. What to see you next Tuesday? I thought they all overreacted.
Yeah, totally overreaction, but I don't know what's going to happen to him now because he's not Paolo Di Canio'd him.
No.
He's grabbed his elbow a little bit, and
it's a lot. The thing with Bruno and the linesman is if you watch what happens to Bruno and linesman at Anfield, Bruno goes to get the ball. We're 5-0 down. He goes to get the ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold takes the ball away from him. Bruno says to the linesman, look what he's doing. Trent then walks off with the ball and throws it at Bruno's stomach. Right? The ball, Bruno's raging. The ball bounces. As the ball bounces away from him, the linesman, as Bruno goes to get it, walks across Bruno's path. Bruno then goes like that. It barely touches him. And the referee sees that and thinks he's not done anything there. So, and also, sorry, I missed a bit out. When Bruno goes to get the ball off Trent Alexander-Arnold, the linesman grabs Bruno, and he shouldn't have done that. Like Dermot Gallagher, who's hardly most Mr. Manchester United on Sky, was saying...
Oh, some of the stuff I saw from him the other week.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what incident it was, but I was watching it going, what are you on about?
Yeah, he hates United. But even he was saying, like, a linesman can't grab a player like that. You can't do that. So, had the referee today grab Mitrovic...
Has Bruno got 5 seconds to dig him then? Is that the rules?
The rules are you've got 5 seconds, but if you do dig him, if you don't snap his jaw, then you get banned for life.
You got to dig him, he's got to go out.
He's got to go out, man. Like, straight out like a, baby giraffe. Boom, legs gone and all that. No messing. Right, Abhinav Verma... It's not real. Don't go doing that in case anyone listens to what the wibble that me and him come out with. Abhinav Verma says, I keep seeing this dude named Anthony Martial on the United squad on their site. Is this a troll or something? No comment. Prince Verhees says, we need a few ball-playing midfielders in the summer. We still look like a counter-attacking team, allowing others to keep the ball. That should change. Darryl O'Brien says, since final, I think fatigue is setting a tad. Sure, Rashford and Cove looks a little leggy and performances have dropped. I agree.
Play about 100 fucking games. Marcus Rashford's going to play, is it 73, 72 matches by the end of this season?
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, someone at United is not doing their job with these internationals. He should not be playing that many games. He should be injured.
Fergie needs to send a text. There must be a group chat Fergie's still in.
Yeah.
Mustn't there?
There's got to be.
In fact, what a question. Fergie, because he's in, I bet he's in one called The Clan, which is all the Fergusons.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ferguson, Clan Ferguson.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Unite the clans.
Yeah, with a Scotland flag.
Yeah.
Nailed on.
That's the clan in Scotland is different to the clan in America, by the way.
Related though. Apparently.
Sure, really?
Yeah, there's a documentary on Amazon which is where the clan came from.
Oh, that's just spoilt Braveheart for me.
But yeah, what WhatsApp groups is Fergie in?
Is he not in with your mate?
Don't think so. No, he iMessages him.
I'm glad he's not in your phone after what you've been up to. Aye. You and your mate. Shocking. Aye. I'm not going to spoil it if you've not watched it. Go and watch him and Ashley Williams. Aye. Unreal.
I went to watch his boys today.
How did he get on?
They won 1-0, last minute winner.
Yeah?
Free kick.
That saves someone getting their head kicked in. I'm relieved to hear that. NHS is on its ass as it is. Sweaty Ollie Legend has been a member of the Academy. 41 Mum says, Kim, Min, Jay and Garvidol in the summer, plus a midfielder and a striker. Maguire, McTominay.
You're not getting 2 centre-halves. 2 £70 million centre-halves. You're not getting that. I mean,
also,
who are we, Pep?
Yeah. Vego's gone, keeps a bit, sir. Oliver Smith says, Jay, how did you meet Kai? Get him on. I've spoke about this. I want to get him on the brew. I think he's going to come on the brew.
Just so I can be
just because it is going to be like the most bizarre podcast ever when you've got a guy that not secret, loves Love Island, a Love Island winner, and a man who didn't. I had to explain to him what Love Island was. Whitterbird
and all
says,
my lads watch it though. All the players watch it.
Yeah. It's join the dark
honestly,
side.
like, do you know when they're in the changing room before a match sometimes and they're talking about Love Island and you're like,
are you telling me
what is going on here?
Stephen Howson, you've not sat there with a glass of Prosecco and a bit of Häagen-Dazs watching Love Island? I'm shocked.
Not only have I never watched 1 second of one episode of one Love Island, I don't even know what channel it would be on.
I know, you know what, that doesn't surprise. I'd be worried if you said I am a fan, because it's just not you, but it is a bit of me. Whitterburn has gifted 5 Stretford Paddock memberships. Thanks, Vic. She always does that. Big shout out to you. Thanks for your support. Red Lad, Silver was sent off for trying to influence the ref at the TV, and Silver think Mitrovic's dive was a pen. Yep. Oliver Smith says, get Kai on Jay. I'm working on it. I will do. yet because that will be hilarious. And I've spoke to him as a message, and he says he's going to come in one Friday, so it will be on the brew, which is going to be elite.
Joe, I went to watch Readers on Friday.
Oh, how was it? I forgot to ask you about that.
It was mint. Yeah, it was top. We had Patterson's there filming. Producer Chris from the old Full-Time Devil's Days is there filming as well. It's like an old reunion.
Yeah.
I've got a pic that Chris has just sent me of me and Jim backstage afterwards.
Yeah.
Which I'll throw up on Instagram in a bit. But Jim comes to us afterwards and he goes, there's loads of people message and say that they've got into the Readers because of either seeing him on here with us or me chatting shit about, listening to the Readers. And I think that's awesome. So legendary, everyone. And if you've not listened to the Slow Readers Club, I don't recommend the new album as much as the. You
know what I love about this with Steve, right? Can I point out, right? Usually, in any walk of life, when you get someone on your show, podcast, whatever it is, television program, a guest who's plugging something, you support them in that. You praise it. You back them up. You tell everyone how good it is. You encourage your viewers to go and get it. When we had Jim on from Slow Readers, and he was plugging his new album, your exact words were, "It's all right. It's not as good as the other one."
Joy of the Return is a
it.
top tier album with half a dozen bangers on it. Like, Joe, legitimately, like, should be top tier Manchester songs, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple on the new one that, with a couple of listens, I'm feeling them. But the Joy of the Return, I think, is where they've absolutely destroyed it with that. So if I'm going to say to someone new getting into it, start there. Start with Joy of the Return. Start with Joy of the Return. Start with Lunatic. Start with maybe Feet on Fire, something like that from one of I think that was on the first album actually. But like start with that and then move into this sort of stuff. But anyone who's into like Manchester music, really. If you like Happy Mondays, if you like Morrissey, if you like Joy Division, if you like that, they've got that sound going on.
Can I say, I was pleasantly surprised when I started listening to him. Because you've been banging on about him, you'd obviously work with him, you're mates with him, they were coming on here, and I'm thinking, I'm going to listen to him, I'm going to be like, oh, God.
It's not like, my mate's in a band.
Yeah.
Where have they played?
Yeah.
Oh, the Strawberry Duck. Like, no, they're not. They're selling concerts out. Like, they're selling arenas and stuff out.
And
they've got a huge following.
So do go and check them out. Go and check out, when is the edited version of this episode out?
Well, the highlight video will be out tomorrow.
Right.
I don't know when. I don't know.
After his legal team looks at it, and I'm not even exaggerating. We'll find out about that. Go and follow him on. You know where to find him. You'll see me and him debating about Mason Mount as well on
over on my channel
TV.
Yeah.
So go and check that out as well. It's a good little.
Divided opinion that a little bit, Jay.
It has, man. I thought, you know what, right? Because it's your channel, and I'm not just making excuses, but like it's like a lot of people who watch you regularly and back you and that. I thought everyone's going to be sort of on me, but there was actually a nice mix, and there was a lot of good points.
That's what I try and do in the head-to-head things. It's usually me and Ronnie, but he's in Dubai, isn't he?
Can I just say, I've now reached a new low point in my career.
Right.
Being the
replacement for
Ronaldo. Like, that's up there when I was like cleaning the canal and work experience on, what's it called? Forgot. What's it called when you get community service? I forgot what it's called. Right. Yeah. Hey, this is a new low for me. Yeah, go and check that out. It was really good. I really enjoyed doing it. And let us know whether you think Mason Mount could play for Manchester United. Also, go and check out Stretford Paddock FC. Are you going to join me on a podcast tomorrow? Because Joe's away. 4 o'clock tomorrow. You do. I'm asking you live.
I think
Put you on the spot there. Good lad.
I think so.
Right, we'll be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That's been Stephen Howson. I'm Jay Motty. This has been an impromptu live looking at the fact Manchester United are going to Wembley again because Fulham lost their heads. Thanks for watching.